If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 9 of the Newcastle United Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. We start with an away game against Wolves. We follow that up by progressing into October to face Queen's Park Rangers. Then we're going to have a squad report because the overalls will update as we head into a new month. So we'll have our first squad report of the season, and we can see who's growing, who's not growing, and we can discuss perhaps who we're contemplating at this early stage of moving on and replacing later in the season. As you can see right now, we are top of the table, 8 wins out of a possible 9 games, so a fantastic start to the season, more than I anticipated actually, much better start than I anticipated. After the draw on the opening day, in fact, we've won 8 games in a row, so we'll hope to make that 9 against Wolves and then 10 against Queen's Park Rangers. The longer we keep winning, the longer it is going to take for teams behind us to catch us up if we have a blip. So drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, and let's jump straight into this game against Wolves. I am though going to start Matt Ritchie ahead of Tovan. And other than that, actually let's put Rico Henry in instead of Haidara, and other than that, I'm happy to go. Call back to Saive. Matt Ritchie's making the moves, so we'll look to play him in. Now I need Iosi Perez to catch up here, and he's arriving, and we'll look for him in the middle. In fact, he might be Jack Colback, who just arrives with the header. He was nowhere near that, and then as soon as he got closer to it, he flew in. The change of pace there, I think it just caught the defender napping. Wait for it, look, he's just jog, flies in and powers the header in. Great header. The ball was initially intended for Iosi Perez, who wasn't anywhere near it, so thankfully Jack Colback was arriving, but still, what a header. 1-0 Newcastle. Burn, nice through ball to McDonald, and Lafondra tries the early shot, and McDonald follows up. They're just snapping at their chances, you can see there, just the ball, they have a slight glimpse of goal, and they're like, quick, shoot! You're not going to work, not going to beat my defence by doing stuff like that, boys. You've got to make top quality moves if you want to beat this Newcastle defence. I'm going to go for a big switch and we'll see if it works. Dwight Gale could be up to win this header, and he does win it well. Iosi Perez will help this up wide to Musa Sissoko. Just needed it to get out of his feet there. We'll feed this to Jack Colback, who's turned inside really nicely. He's already scored 1 here, Jack. We'll lay this off to Gini Wijnaldum, who arrives and shoots wide. All you've got to do is get that on target at that near post and it's flying in. We should be 2-0 up. I'm disappointed in Gini there. Dicko's coming on for Adam Lafondra though, as they have one final throw of the dice. 5 minutes to go, 1-0. Oh, Perez steals it off the defender. We're just going to race away. Surely this has to be 2. Iosi Perez loves a finesse shot. And how has Akemi saved that? Like, seriously, how has Akemi saved that? That's ridiculous. I had the whole half to myself, and he still managed to save it. Did I take it too close? Should I have double tapped the shoot button? I'm not sure. Don't go and score an equaliser on the counter-attack, for fuck's sake, Wolves. Can you imagine if I miss a chance like that and then they go and score at the other end? I'd be so angry at myself. Musa Sissoko. No, don't run there, Iosi. There we go. Right, can you finish this one? You've got a man coming to you, so... Oh, what a tackle. Ridiculous. I can't believe I haven't scored 2, but there goes the final whistle. Sometimes you have too much time, and that was an example of exactly that, sadly. Never mind. If we were still at 0-0 and I'd missed that chance, I may have actually rage quit and given Wolves a 3-0 default victory. A 1-0 win against Wolves. Norwich won 2-0, so they keep up with us. Aston Villa lose 2-1 to Burton. That's huge. That is absolutely massive, not only for us, but for Norwich in the fight for the 2nd automatic promotion spot. And we are now the only undefeated side left in the league. Right then, pushing forward into the game against Queen's Park Rangers, can we get another set of 3 points? And can we also perhaps improve some players' overalls with good growth? Iorfa is up from 69 to 70. Fantastic. There we go. To Toja. Looks for the ball over the top. It's perfectly weighted as well. Kayati's in behind Dominic Iorfa, and Tim Krul makes a save at the near post. 22 minutes on the clock, and they come close to scoring, Queen's Park Rangers. Corner's going to come in from Toja, and that's a poor one actually, and we'll get that away thanks to Musa Sissoko. If Dwight Gale can knock this down, we might be able to catch him on the counter, but in actual fact... Oh, Well, Rolando Aarons did enough to slow Nedemanua down, but he's not exactly got the strength, and that was a terrible pass. But thankfully, Jack Colback's been able to retrieve possession, and now we'll get this to Tovan, and we'll try and go around the outside of Jake Bidwell, who obviously is a new signing here at Queen's Park Rangers from Brentford. Get it down the line towards Dwight Gale. That was another one of the transfers that we did in the build-up to this save. And I'll drill this into the middle, and Aarons will hit the inside the post. It pops back up to Sissoko, and Rob Elliott punches away. Another former Newcastle player. Of course, we played against Ipswich earlier on in the season, where Carl Darlow was on loan. But of course, Rob Elliott we sold to Queen's Park Rangers. So we've already beaten a side with one of our own goalkeepers in goal. Now can we beat a side with one of our former goalkeepers in goal? We'll have to wait and see. He's been on point with everything so far, and we stay at 0-0 after half an hour. Iorfa to Tovan, skips away. Nice ball through the gap, looking for Dwight Gale, who's done brilliantly well to spin the defender, and it's Jack Colback in again, and he will score. I don't know how he wasn't able to put it in first time on his left, but he cannot stop being at the heart of everything that goes forward with this club. What a spin move, by the way, from Dwight Gale. He almost ran past the ball there, Jack Colback. I think that was the issue. I told him to shoot, and he kind of just drifted past the ball, so it didn't register the shot. But he did eventually catch up. It was blocked, and then it drops to him again, and he's put it in the back of the net regardless. We are, whoa, as he punches the defender. 1-0 in front again, thanks to a Jack Colback goal. Iorfa to Saive, quickly to Dwight Gale. Manua just runs through Dwight Gale there to ensure that he gets the ball back, but Tovan's going to steal it off the defender anyway. We'll get this to Moussa Sissoko, who's scored a couple on his left foot recently. That one is well blocked by a defender though. He'll jog across to take the corner himself, Moussa. We'll get it in the box. It's deep. Up goes Mbemba. They'll lay this back. It wasn't meant for Dwight Gale. It was meant for Tovan, who I tried to find again with Dwight Gale. Tovan is just absolutely dogged in trying to get the ball back. He doesn't give up on a thing. He just sprints after the loose ball. It's ridiculous. Never known a player just run after everything. It's like N'Golo Kante, but a right winger rather than a central midfielder. Here's Thurs for QPR. That's a great switch as well, looking for Kayati, who's actually given Iorfa the runaround in this game so far. This is a good move for QPR on the counter, and Mosquera could be in with a chance. He's done me with a drop of the shoulder, but Grant Hanley does well, and now we might catch them on the counter. We'll go to Moussa Sissoko, poke it through this gap looking for Jack Colback, and Rolando Aarons is offside, unfortunately, as I decide to play the ball. Sissoko to Anita, and then but oh, lovely move. Oh, that's a great goal. Celebrate with Vernon Anita, Moussa. You need to. That ball round the corner was perfect from Vernon and Anita. Off the bench, we get lucky with a short free kick, but Vernon Anita plays the ball back round the corner to Sissoko, who made a great run. Rob Elliott commits to ground early, and all he has to do is lift it over him. Simple finish, 2-0. Hanley to Haidara. Sissoko, just lay that off there to Colback. I'm actually going to go out here to Iorfa. Terrible first touch, but he's still coming away with it. Tovan will get it under control and look for Dwight Gale. Lay this off to Jack Colback. And I thought about playing through Vernon Anita there, but we'll give this here to Gini Wijnaldum. He'll turn inside and get crunched. And no foul given, and there's the final whistle. And he is getting back to his feet, thankfully, Gini Wijnaldum. A 2-0 win at home against Queen's Park Rangers. Our push towards automatic promotion and the title and an undefeated season continues. Villa recover with a 3-0 win. Norwich draw against Derby, so our lead at the top of the table extends. We are up another rung on the ladder, and we are 6 points clear at the top. We'll have a quick train, see if we can get someone else up an overall rating, and then we'll have a squad report so you can see who is growing by what so far this season. Good growth, by the way, from everybody so far in the squad. As far as I'm concerned, it feels like everybody's getting better and better as the season goes on. From a possible 33 points at the start of this season, we have 31. At the minute, this Newcastle side, even on Legendary, is too good for the Championship teams. So here is the squad report. You can see Tim Krul not really growing, other than a couple of physical stats, but 8 clean sheets in 16 games, 6 in 11 in the Championship, which is great, and we've only conceded 1 goal in any of those games as well. So I'm really pleased with the way that we're actually conceding so few goals. We've not conceded more than 1 ever, with this Newcastle side. Daryl Janmaat is having a great season at right back. Obviously was out injured a little bit, so he hasn't grown at all, but he may have done had he had the chance to play every single game. Chancellor Mbemba, same, no growth, but playing absolutely fantastically. George Okore is growing, and he's been solid for us as well. It says there only a 6.1 overall rating, but I don't agree with that whatsoever. 4 clean sheets in 7 games in the Championship is definitely better than an average of 6.1. Haidara is growing, but I am contemplating giving Rico Henry the starting spot at left back. Although Haidara is only 22 as well, so he's going to continue to grow also, but I really don't know when it comes to that, actually. Jack Colback, 6 goals and 4 assists in 15 games. Although 4 goals and 2 assists came in pre-season, but 2 goals in the Championship season so far, both came in today's episode. So he's doing all right. 2 assists as well in competitive play, but he's been rock solid for me in the middle. Henri Saive up 1 overall, as you can see here. 278, 1 goal, 3 assists for him in all comps, 2 in the Championship. The only thing that is frustrating me with Saive at the minute is the fact that his stamina is awful. I'm always constantly having to substitute him. So I think when we sell Jean-Jo Shelvey in January and buy in a replacement, that replacement will start ahead of Henri Saive, and Saive will be the impact central midfield sub, I think. That's my initial plan anyway. Musa Sissoko's up 1 to 80. He has 3 goals in 10 Championship appearances, 5 goals, 2 assists in all comps, including pre-season. He's been fantastic for us. Playing in centre mid, though, rather than out on the right-hand side, as you can see here. That is one of his options in position. Florian Thauvin is up 1 as well to 77. 3 goals and 1 assist in all comps for him. 2 and 1 coming in competitive play. Really pleased with Thauvin. I'm extremely, extremely enjoying playing with him. Ayoze Perez is up 3 to 76 so far this season. 4 goals, 4 assists. It took a while to get going with him, and I should have scored at least 1 more with him in the first game of the episode, but we're still doing all right with Ayoze Perez, and you can see from the way he's growing, even though I'm training him, the rest of his stats are growing ridiculously well, even though they're not in the areas that I'm personally training him on the training ground. So he's going to continue to grow, and as long as we keep playing him in the first team spot, he's just going to get better and better and better. I cannot wait to see how good Ayoze Perez gets in this save. Gini Wijnaldum has 3 goals in 9 games. Big expensive arrival, but he's a really, really quality player. Alexander Mitrovic is up 1. I forgot that he's still so young. He's only 21, Mitrovic. 1 goal and 1 assist in 9 games, although only the 1 goal coming in competitive play. Dwight Gale has 3 goals and 2 assists for us. 2 goals and 2 assists in competitive play. No improvements yet in his overall, although his physical stats are improving. Acceleration up 2 and his stamina's up 1 as well. I am contemplating giving him the starting striker spot in the cup games. But Grant Hanley, I'm not training at all, and he's gone up 2 ratings so far this year to 71, so delighted with that. He's been rock solid for me whenever we've called upon him, but obviously with the introduction of George Okore, he's found first team football at a premium. Jean-Jo Shelvey is growing. He's growing, he's up 1 to 78, 1 goal, 1 assist, but I don't like playing with him, unfortunately, which is a real shame. So I might try and train him a little bit more, but I just don't enjoy playing with him, so I'm probably going to sell him on in January. I'll wait and see what you guys reckon to that. Matt Ritchie isn't growing at all, but he's got 5 goals and 1 assist in 13 games so far this season. 4 goals and 1 assist in competitive play, so I couldn't be happier with Matt Ritchie as a signing. I didn't do very well with him, as you can see, in pre-season, but we got better and better as the year has gone on. Rico Henry is up 2. His physical stats are as good as you could possibly want them to get anyway. So long as I continue to train his defensive stats and maybe a little bit of ball control as well, he's going to be a world beater in a few years' time. Absolutely incredible. That's why I'm leaning towards starting him over Haidara in that starting left-back spot. Cheick Tiote I'm not enjoying using, to be honest, and I'm probably going to sell Cheick Tiote on in January as well. So that would be perhaps an unpopular decision, but it would be one that I think I need to make for the all-round good of the squad. Rolando Aarons is growing well, up 2, but he's not necessarily performing well. Haven't really clicked with him yet, but apparently I need to offer him a new contract as well, so I'll do that. Adam Armstrong has played 2 games for me? 3 games for me. Not really performed yet, but there's still plenty of time left for him to improve, and I may send him out on loan in January for the rest of the season. Dominic Iorfa is up 1 overall, and he's been pretty solid for me when he's come in. And again, his physical stats are as good as you would possibly want anyway. And if we continue to train his defensive stats, he's only going to get better and better. And Babu is, despite not playing, growing decently across the board, physically and technically. So if I can get him a loan spell, I will. Isaac Hayden is also doing the same, despite not playing much. He's growing all over, so if I can get him a loan move, I will. Dummett is a great all-round kind of left-back, centre-back utility player, but he hasn't really played much football for me so far this season at all, and he is transfer listed. So I don't know. I'll probably let him go. Jamal Lascelles is up 3. We've been training him though, but he is up 3. Also, alongside Grant Hanley, very good when called upon. Matt Sells has got 1 clean sheet in 2 competitive appearances, but he did keep a clean sheet in pre-season as well, and he's also up 1. And I don't remember training Matt Sells. I don't recall training him anyway. I may have trained him. I can't remember. Johan Gufran barely played for me and he's unhappy, and I'll probably sell him on. Vernon Anita has been fantastic for me whenever he comes off the bench. I'm really pleased with Vernon Anita. He's been the sort of player that I hoped Czech Tiote would be, but he's just fantastic. You can really tell that he's got high agility and balance as well. Fantastic in game. Jesus Games has, since the arrival of Dominic Iorfa, found his first team football at a premium, if not non-existent. But whenever he did play for me, he was decent. I'll sell him on as well to raise some more money. And the youth players that are out on loan, Curtis Good is performing well and up 1. Daniel Barleza is up 1 as well. No growth yet for Jamie Sterry at Walsall, unfortunately. Freddie Woodman is up 2. At 63 rated at 18 years of age. Stuart Findlay is up 2 as well. He was actually pretty good in pre-season, but he's out on loan currently. It hasn't tracked his pre-season games. That's strange. He did play in pre-season. He actually scored a goal, I think, in pre-season too. Carl Darlow has not grown yet as a keeper. He's in bad form, apparently. His physicals are going up, but his goalkeeping stats aren't. Still playing a number of games, though, as you can see. Only an average rating of 5.5, though. Hopefully that improves for him between now and the end of the season. But that is the state of the squad right now. We have loads of money to spend, and I'd love to spend it in January if I can. I'm just not sure whether people will want to join me if we're still registered as a championship side. However, the form we're in, and the fact that by the time we get to the January transfer window, we'll be clearly going to win the league. So I'm hoping that we will be able to entice people in with extra wages. So we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't to this point, to ensure you don't miss out on any further videos. And without anything else more to say, I'll see you next time.